Arthur, Tasmania. A name that echoes across centuries with pain, punishment, and the footprints of ghosts. Established in 1830 as a remote timber camp for convicts, Port Arthur soon became much more. A brutal penal station built for second offenders, those who defied law elsewhere. By 1833, the station was fully in operation. In its most severe wings stood the separate prison, opened in 1848, where isolation and silence were tools of psychological torture. Men, women, even boys as young as 9, sent to Point Pour across the harbor, forced into back-breaking labor, wore yellow magpie uniforms, stripped of dignity, of names. They slept in small cells, sometimes hearing nothing but their own breathing for 23 hours at a stretch. No conversation, no light, just the weight of their past sins. At its peak in the 1840s, Port Arthur's convict population reached nearly 2,000 souls, living among stone walls and razor fences. The penitentiary building, originally grain mill and granary in 1845, was converted between 1854 and 1857 to house increasing numbers of prisoners. Over decades, the place built a reputation for cruelty. The separate prison demanded obedience. The pens, the barracks, the hospital, all shadows of suffering, floggings, extreme labor, hunger, cold, illness. Too many died before the sanatorium closed. The penal settlement finally shut its doors in 1877. After 1877 bushfires in 1895 and 1897 ravaged many structures. Roofs collapsed, timber frames charred, walls scarred by scorch and neglect. Yet even now, under decaying sandstone and overgrown gardens, Port Arthur remains awake. On dark nights, tour guides speak of footsteps in empty corridors, the echo of chains, voices that call your name and disappear. Some visitors see faint shadows in the separate prison window. Others hear the chapel bells toll, though it has not rung in over a century. The Isle of the Dead holds the graves of over 1,000 convicts, unknown souls lying beneath the wind-battered crosses. Port Arthur closed, but it never died. Its stones remember, its walls whisper, and when wind sweeps across the ruins, you can almost hear the thunder of the past. Some say the shadows move, lingering where punishment was harshest, as if the suffering refuses to leave. Welcome to Port Arthur, the convict's echo.